Welcome back to the Bad Moon channel. This is Badante. And we are on part number 3 of the supercars. I have been waiting for this one for a while. I mean, it's great buying all those supercars that you see down below there. They're real expensive ones, but there's a lot of unique, cheaper cars that are so great in this game. And we are about to finally hit upon them. I have a few cars on my top list, like top 1 list, like number 1 car I like. The Italy GTB I'd mentioned earlier was one of them. This is the second. Love this car. The Pegassi Infernus Classic Sports Classic. Obviously meant to be the Lamborghini. I'm not sure which Lamborghini. Diablo maybe? But this car has so many great colors. I mean, any paint job you put on it, it's going to look fantastic. It is impossible to have a bad paint job on this car because it looks so good. As you can see, I went really wild. It's kind of like a rust orange with a bright orange backing on it. Looks really great. No livery for this. Not needed. Livery would only ruin it. Let's check out the interior. You can see the back. It's got the Pegassi symbol on this. Look at the seats. This is detail. Lots of room. What a great looking interior. The first person might not be so hot on this, but we'll try it out. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's check out the price. God, what was this? Like around $1 million? There she is. So yeah, 900,000. Phenomenal purchase. For a first-time purchase for a supercar, yeah, I definitely recommend it. You will not regret it. It's just a great car. Torque is just instant reaction. It's really angry. Just an angry engine. The car at top speed, you're going to notice that it reacts different. Like you can get really squirrely with it. You can control it. It's no problem. That was my fault. I did a let go of gas, and then hit gas again while I was turning, which led to that. But man, do I love this car. All right, regular brake. That's a lot of braking power. Wasn't quite ready for that. Once again, a lot of braking power on this car. You get a lot of control. All right, handbrake. That's how handbrake should react. Instant power slide. A lot of the previous cars I was testing right before this, I was not getting that at all. Handbrake. Yeah, look at that. You can pretty much flip this around with just a handbrake. Yep, there it is. That is a fantastic handbrake. That's the way handbrake should be working in this. Alright, let's try handbrake and brake. While we flip it and see how it reacts. Oh, son of a gun. So we got a lot of hot rodders out here. I like it. So we get this dude to race. That little car. I would smoke it. Alright, what was I going to do? Oh yeah, flip. Yeah, brake and handbrake reacts just like brake. Or, I mean, handbrake alone. So, great handling car. Yeah. Alright, first person view. So, the window's narrow, but you don't get that feeling that it's hard to see out. Oof. So all around, Lord, hold on. So all around, great car. Definitely recommend for a first time buy. Let's test out the nasty hill. See how she does it. Oh my god, I hate this traffic there every single time. Going back, we're gonna do that one again. Not getting robbed. Swear to God, if anybody stops me again, I'm gonna kill him. Woo! And she handles it just fine. A little bit on the slick side, but controllable. Woo! Fun car. And power slide. Woo! So you can really play with this car. Get it to do what you want. Definitely worth buying. She's so hot, but watch this car. Just looks good at any angle. Oh yeah. So definitely right up there with the Italia GTB car. What a fantastic ride. Right next, the Gruddy Cheetah Classic Sports Classic. Also recently just came out. Great looking interior. Livery? I can't remember. Let's find out.
What were you looking for? What can I help you with? And
none whatsoever. It's a bummer. Be great on this car. You can get that sticker to pop up with some of the enhancements, but it's not livery.
See you next time.
I went buck wild on this car because with a lot of the other colors, it just looked too plain. So with this car, you really want to go wild with the look to make it stand out. And as you can tell, I did. Great sounding engine. So a small car, so in theory should be whipping around in and out of traffic pretty smooth. The best places is this place to test that theory. Always cars back there. Ooh, shoot. So what's great about this game, you can always rely on someone to make a turn that wasn't written in the books. Woo! That was brake and handbrake. Had to do that to slow down enough. Alright, regular brake. Wow, it slowed down a lot. Alright. Let's try handbrake on the next turn. Holy cow. Yeah, that handbrake really whips that back out. Lord. Let's see how she flips. I'm going to do brake and handbrake to flip it. Woo! That was a lot. Let's see if we can flip it with just brake. Nope. I had to get handbrake in there just to get it around. Brake would not flip it at all. Wouldn't even turn it halfway. Let's try just regular brake. Oh yeah. So this car is all about the handbrake if you're wanting to flip it, which is fine. Ideally, that's what you want in these cars. You want the regular brake to slow you down pretty quick so you can handle those sharp turns. You want that handbrake to actually be able to flip that car. Not all cars in here will do that, but this one does. So they did a really good job on it. Woo! I always go so fast on that. I need to slow it down in that turn, but you want some action. It's just hard to get the action you want out of that turn. Alright, so let's test it on the nasty hill. Come on. Everybody and their mother. Alright, here we go. Woo! Yeah, and that was just brake. So, not perfect on the braking power, but it's enough to get the job done. First time buy for this car? No, I wouldn't recommend it. It just doesn't have enough oomph. But it is very nice. Especially with finding a good enough paint job for it. The car doesn't look too good with too many paint jobs. Wouldn't recommend it for the first buy. This is just one you add later into your collection. But I really like what I did with the paint job. It's freaky, it's a bit wild, but like I said, with this car, you're going to have to do that, because it's going to look like crap if you just choose any plain color or regular color. Trust me, that's not the first paint job I had on that car. This one was just the opposite. It looked crappy with wild colors. And when you went dark and timid, this Pagani Torero Sports Classic looks a lot better with a darker color. No livery on it whatsoever. It's one of the newer cars that came out. The back is really stubbed, as you can see. Let's check out the price. There it is. So Pagani Torero, $1 million. Let's see if it's worth it. The interior. It's not too bad. I like it. It's not too bad. I mean, you can't do too much to it. But the view for first person's there. It's pretty wide open. It's a nice view. Wow, the RPMs just skyrocket immediately. So classic Lamborghini. It's got a lot of torque. That was regular brake. Was able to flip the back, so that's nice. Regular brake again. A lot more tinted. So for a small car, you can whip it in and out of traffic. Woo, that was brake and handbrake. Look at the reaction. That thing just spun instantly. So that tells me this car can do this. Woo! Very nice. Very lively car. Worth $1 million? Yeah, already I can feel it. Worth first time, this car being your first supercar that you buy? No. Just doesn't look that good to be that first car. Jesus Christ. Let's try just regular handbrake again. It just slows up so quick. It's good brakes. So, I mean, what you're basically doing with this car is learning how much you want to apply for that turn. And you're decreasing. Like tap and let go. Yeah, it's really a matter of getting used to it. Oh, jeez. Probably about a 2-second hold on that brake, and you're able to get the reaction that you want. 2 to 4 seconds for that one. And the front lights, of course, 80s classic. it's a really nice car. I like this car. It was worth the $1 million I spent on it to purchase it initially, if I can talk. Really great car. I like it. I'm not grading these cars on any kind of scale, like 1 to 10. It's just, you know, cars. It's everybody likes a different way to how they handle. And so that's why I'm kind of trying to describe these cars and how they handle, so you can maybe get a better description on what you're into, what you might want to buy. This car used to be yellow and black. I'm trying out lime green. Works out great too. That is black carbon, but because the green is on there, it lights it up kind of a weird orangish green. It's nice. This car looks great in any color you do. Very aggressive car. Very aggressive car. This is the Pegassi Tempesta Super. You can hear that engine. Very angry car. Let's see if we can find it. There it is. So this is a $1.3 million car on average. So for a supercar, first time buy, yeah, definitely I would recommend it. It is aggressive, but it is fun. No livery on this car at all. But as you can see, it doesn't really need it. Looks great with any color you use. Interior. Interior sucks. It's really bland. Windows far away and narrow, so not really good for first person. Wow. Once again, the RPMs react really quick. The tire spins really fast. Let's check this bad boy out. That's right, son. Woo! So, a really, really small car. It reacts to any kind of turn you do. Very reactive car. That is brake and handbrake at the same time to get that back to whip around. Once again, we'll try it again. Yeah, and you can keep it under control while you do it. So brake and handbrake, really working on great. That was brake and gas at the same time. Regular brake. It does what it should. It slows up just enough for you to keep it under control and get that turn made. Let's see how flipping around does. Our first flip will be just regular brake and see if it can do it or if it goes wide. Nope. Look at that. Barely even reacting. Alright, next flip will be handbrake. Oh, that was ugly too. So you can't flip it with just one of the brakes alone. So let's go to the tried and true process of flipping it with brake and handbrake at the same time. Ooh, it was kind of fighting me there for a moment. It's really odd because the car is so small. You think it would be flipping around on anything you do, brake, handbrake, whatever, but it's not. Really gives you a sense of control. Great, great car. Worth first time buy for a supercar? Absolutely. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, you just get the impression it's a really aggressive car. Alright, here comes the nasty hill. Let's see how she does. Oh, I slowed it down too much. But it's part of the brakes. The brakes just react. They've got so much braking power in this car. It really brings you under control really quick. And that was just brake again right there. Handbrake now. Look at that. So you can at least get some power slides out of it, but you're not flipping it. Now with brake alone or just handbrake alone. but you can still do the power slots. All right, 3 more to go for this. This one was one I didn't buy for a while, but when I did, I loved it. Really, really love this car. I didn't think I would, but the Overford Entity XF Super proved me wrong. Older car, been around for quite a while in Grand Theft. So it's going to be buried down here somewhere. There it is. The Overford Entity. Only 8. Was that what is? Hold on, let me double check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the only Overford in here. Sounds like a Norwegian name or Swedish name, doesn't it? The Overford. All right, so it's only 800,000. Fantastic car for this price. Worth first, time buy? Absolutely, and I haven't even taken you guys out to show it yet. Livery? No, there's none on. Well, you know what? I better double check. It's been so long.
What can we do to it?
It was hard to find a good paint job, unfortunately, for this car. It doesn't look too great in too many colors. But Ultra Blue definitely blew this car up. Looks fantastic. Yeah, no livery on this one. But as you can see, this car ain't playing around.
Be your best you.
Whoa. RPMs, just like the Lamborghini, getting up there really fast. Wow, that was instant spin. Look at that. Woo! So first-person view for this is really nice. You can see the consoles, you can see the street, you can see everything. Doesn't look like you would just initially getting in the car, but once you start driving in first-person view, wow, it looks great, feels great. You can drive it like normal. Yeah, look at that interior. Whoa. It's like one of the best interiors so far. 800,000 for this car. Looks fantastic. Handles great. Alright, regular brake. Braking power is extremely well, maybe a little too well on this. It really slows the car up quick. Let's try just handbrake. Whoa! Handbrake, flipping that car around like it should be doing. So brakes working like they should. Now let's try them both at the same time, brake and handbrake. Yeah, that's the way it should be done. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Really fun car. Whew. Just looks so nice too. Alright, let's bring it to the nasty hill. Yeah! Own that freaking corner. That shows you what this car can do. That hill just eats cars. And this car just owned it. It wasn't even a thought. What a great handling car. 800,000. Word? Word to the bird? And like the Lamborghinis, great at any angle. Yeah, this is probably one of the best purchases for your dollar. I mean, you know, the most bang for your buck, so to speak. $800,000, cheaper than all those cars you see there, and handles just as well. Looks just as good. About 200,000 to 400,000 less. All right, this car, the old original monster, the old original fastest car in the game. Everybody's had one. They look great. They're really unique. Used to be the fastest car, but I think it's probably second or third now. The Grotti X80 Proto Super. Let's pull up the price. It's been frickin' ages since I've seen it. And this thing's way down there. Nope, there it is. So, as you can see, hot damn. Worth first time buy for a supercar? No, not for 2.7 million. No, the car's just too much power, too slick. It's a dangerous car. It's really a lot of power. No livery for it either. Looks great with any color. One of the bonuses, you can use any paint color. This color right here, I noticed a lot of people have. We just love this color. It's this really dark turquoise or kind of like an off mint green. But this used to be the old king of the hill. Very fast car. So you can tell those RPMs skyrocket. Alright, watch these wheels. Ah, it seems a little bit slower than the Lamborghinis. But top speed, way faster. The turning on this is wild. It is really slick, really lively. Which makes it a dangerous car. Like that, you see that? I barely touched that wheel. You think, you know, with a car like this, the faster you go, the more control you would have? No, that is not the case. And that was regular brake. I had to brake that far back behind and able to make that turn. Here's regular brake again. Yeah. So the regular brake is not super good on this car. Let's try handbrake. Hard to tell. I'm going to have to redo that. Whoa, look at that. See? There's that torque. Of course, the hill's not helping. Oh, you son of a... Alright, let's see if we can whip it with just brake. No, it didn't even react at all. It was out for a smoke break. Alright, so I'm going to try to whip it with handbrake and see what happens. Oh my god, nothing! Nothing! Alright, you slow it down so I can turn this beast. This beast is hard to turn, apparently. Alright, so let's we'll try brake and handbrake and see how it flips then. Wow, it fought me the whole time. So it won't turn if you wanted to. But when you don't want it to turn, yeah, it'll turn. Like I said, dangerous car. That's 2.7 million. Yeesh. Yeah, this is just one of the ones you need for later to collect. Once you've got, you know, the cars that you really want to drive. It's basically a trophy car. It's going to take a lot of practice to get this thing down to where you're not crashing every second. But yeah, she is definitely dynamic. Let's try the nasty hill. And the grocery getter takes me out of the lead again. Look at that, yeah. Just does not want to turn. Look at that. Horrible. Horrible. Worth the 2.7? Oh, hell no. Yeah, I don't drive this car too much. I was really disappointed when I bought it and started driving around and feeling the way it would not handle. Look at that. See, it does the opposite of what you want it to do, basically. I'm finally able to get my back to turn around when I'm stepping on gas coming out of a turn. And that's the only way. I'm not getting it like normal cars when I'm hitting the brakes. Really strange car. And the last of my supercars. This car was really big, really long. I felt it was really wide. I didn't think I would like it, but I ended up loving it a lot. Looks really good with any color. Any paint job you put on here will look fantastic. Not all cars are like that. This one is the Ocelot Penetrator Super. Let's check out the interior. It's a bit plain. And the engine is literally right behind you, looking at you, breathing down your neck. No really color on the console at all. I don't like it at all. Let's check out the price. I think this was pretty expensive. No, it's cheap. Look at that. Basically 900,000. It's really good. For this car, it's really good. It's a very hot car. No livery for this car, unfortunately. This car definitely needed it. It's just got so much canvas, so much space on it. Could use some racing stickers and something. Engine reacting really nice. Kind of slow in the beginning, but the wheels are reacting really nice too. I like that. So first person views okay. You can still see enough to drive. It's not going to hinder you too much. But the console, I mean, you just wish you can change the color of the console. Bright orange, pink, something bright. Yeah, that was a little bit of regular brake. Let's try a lot of brake. It slowed down a lot, so it really, the regular brake really reacts well as far as just doing a regular turn. Let's try handbrake. I barely tapped that handbrake. Look at that. She's whipping around like she should. Heavy car. But she's really fast. She gets up there and goes. Alright, so we're going to try to flip this once we get on a flat area. First with regular brake. And it doesn't, it goes like a quarter and that's it. And that was handbrake. Did flip it around better, like 75%. But it could have been my speed. I'm going to try handbrake flip again. Nope. So yet another car that requires brake and handbrake at the same time to get this thing to flip. And by flip, I mean 180s, of course, you guys. Let's try it. Oh, no. Messed that up. Hold on. That was brake, handbrake, and gas at the same time. All right, here we go. So there's brake and handbrake. So it flips like it should. Car for the money, definitely worth it. Worth being your first time purchase for a supercar? Oh yeah, definitely. For this price, for this look, for the way it handles, yeah. You get your money's worth. And then way beyond that. I love this car. It may not be one of the best looking cars, but it'll definitely do what you need it to do. So let's test it out on the nasty hill. And I'm going top speed. Look at that. Yeah, handle of that turn. Like a boss. Great, great car. So we can power slide this. Yeah! Oh! Too much power slide. But you can see she reacts quick. Yeah. So she may be a big car, but she handles like a light car. And you can see, not really squeezing through traffic too well. So that is it for my main garage level 1 supercars. Like I did with the first level of this garage, I'll give you guys a sneak peek of the next garages I'm gonna be doing, and it literally only gets better and better. I'm a collector. I've been collecting these cars for about a year and going on a half now. About a year and a half. It's taken me a very long time to do it. I've been doing it by, at first, mainly heists. I just do heists over and over. Did that for like a year. And then they came out with the company stuff, and we started doing that, and they came out with the biker stuff, so we started adding that into it. So I've been selling cars from the bikers, selling the weed from the shop, and then selling stolen property from the company. All just to try and purchase these one at a time. When I buy these cars, also, just a heads up, I buy them, and I also have the money at the time. I've saved up the money at the time to actually have them fully outfitted. I don't like to buy a car and not have it maxed out to where I'm waiting for it to be maxed out. I just don't do that. It's too annoying. You get a nice car, you want it to be maxed, you want to know what it feels like right away. Alright, so let me take you to another very nice place. This garage is one of my favorites. This is a Benny's collection on top of classic cars. I'm just going to give you a sneak peek of all of them so far. This car I just bought again. It's the second Voodoo that I have. One of my all-time favorites. First time buy for a non-supercar. Yeah, definitely worth it. Voodoo, slow as hell, but I mean, if you like going to the car shows, the car meets to show off your cars, guarantee this is definitely one of the top ones you're gonna want to bring is the Voodoo. And you can see I got 2 of them. I wanted both of these paint jobs. These cars, since they're from Benny's, yeah, they do have hydraulics. These are low riders, of course. And just look at these paint jobs on these Voodoos. Like some of the best paint jobs for the custom cars. I mean, everything is just touched. There is nothing not custom. Even the fins. My truck took me a long time to get that paint job, to figure out that was the best one, but yeah, that's perfect. There's no better paint job than that one. I got blue neon at the bottom of that, so it lights up so perfect at night. This car has so many different good paint jobs, but the flame with that green, it just blew up. Car's boss. Also, probably one of the fastest lowriders out there too is this one. It's a Buccaneer. 57 Chevy. We got some okay paint jobs, but this one by far the best. And this little car. Car's got some torque. Love this car. All of these have hydraulics. These are all, of course, lowriders. I'm going to show you the other two floors. What we're going to be testing out on the next videos. I have, I believe, every single car from Benny's. I went through all the different styles of livery and paint jobs, and these are, I think, the best ones. These are definitely the ones you want to bring to the car meet. This one was probably one of my last purchases. It's real basic. Handles like a beast, but this one, very definitely one of the more favorites I see. A lot of people with this one, but not with this paint job. I went with this paint job just because it just worked out so well. I mean, look at the rims, and then look at the hood, and then look at the inside. It just all goes. Yeah, also hydraulics. What's great about this one? 4-seater. Yes. How many lowriders do you know with 4 seats? Yeah. And this one, hot rod, lowrider with hydraulics. What a great, great paint job. Also, the best paint job out there. Not from Benny's, but definitely custom. Not hydraulics, not a lowrider. It's just an old hot rod. Looks really great. This is the devil. It's probably one of the hardest vehicles in the game to drive. This is Satan right here. Looks fantastic. Everybody wants to drive it too. I'll take it out and it'll stop people. People will look at it. Especially when I chromed it. Gotta have that chrome on that classic. Of course, I own both vans. Got to have both vans. Because look. That is tight. Also the best paint job for this van. Look at the speakers. They're everywhere. What's cool about the lowriders is when we bring these out and test them, I'll be opening it up so you guys can see all the interior, the work we've done in there. All right, next van, the family van. That's what we get groceries with. Also a beast. A wall of speakers. All right, so those Benny's. I believe my classics are not all the classics, but all like the ones I like first off are in here. Got another garage with some classics. These cars I love just as much as Benny's, but they're super cheap. If you guys just want a good-looking car, we're gonna be hitting up on them soon. A lot of these cars are really cheap, and look, I mean, fantastic. These are cars you bring to the car meet show, and we'll get attention. Watch the front of this car. That is hot. This car right here is probably one of the first cars I've ever got. This is one of the cars you steal, the rare cars you steal from the gang members. And it is hot. I do get a lot of responses to this one. Free car. You know, you steal it and you just pimp it out. No hydraulics. These aren't lowriders, but you can take it to Benny's for the rims. Beautiful. Same with this car. Another gang car that I had stolen. And worked out really nice. You can see it's got that metal decal of flames on the side. I went all black. I just wanted to see what it would look like with an all black lowrider. And yeah, it came out really nice. I kept it. And of course this car. I love this car. Really slick, really dynamic car. But it's such a fun car. I recommend everybody to own this one. Went with the Cobra paint job on this one. Came out really nice. Also another very slick yet fun car. This one, sleeper hit. Not too many people buy this one. I'm going to be raving about this car. Love this car. And of course, one of the last of Benny's cars. And with the best paint job for this one. Also, I think this is still the most expensive paint job in the game at, if I remember correctly, around $600,000. That's more than most cars. Just the paint job alone. Yeesh. Yeah, and that's before you get it customized, which is a huge amount of money. Very, very expensive car, the Karen Custom. All right, guys, so that was it for now. Thank you for watching the Bad Moon channel. This is Bedante. We'll be checking you out next time.